Hello, good morning. Hey, Bobby, are you there?
Good morning, Potate. Oh no. I'm here, lurking in the digital shadows as usual. What's cooking today? Ready to wrestle with some code again?
I am. Messing with something right now. I set this thing up to run on the Stream Deck from a button, and now I don't have the terminal, so I can't see what's going on. So I think I'm gonna, before we get started, I'm gonna close this. Can I even do that? Oh no. We made a terrible mistake. In that task. Oh God. Okay. This is what I get for trying to make things better. All right. All right, I'll fix that later. Back up and running. There we are. Hello. So I took a little break yesterday. I actually got a lot done yesterday. I just wasn't feeling like being on camera, but it did work. I got a lot done. We got this done. Hey. Oh, now this thing is being a... Listen, guys. Listen, devices. You got to get together on this one. All right, hang on. Stand by. You there? My pencil won't work. Nothing's working today. Turn this over. Oh, man. Why am I having a day? I'm having a day, guys. Already. Just says Apple Pencil there. Okay. Okay, we're gonna use a bigger hammer. Bigger hammer time. All right, we'll come back to that. We'll go there. Oh, man. Everybody's stuck. Take that out. All right, so while we're waiting for that, I'll give you guys an update. Yeah. Yes, have some. Yes, have some. Yes. All right. I need to. Oh wait, I gotta check. Is this even working? Wait, hang on. Stand by. So many problems today. All right, that's working. Okay. Are you alive? Be alive. There you go. Now it's booting. All right, so now we're gonna go. Nope, not that. Yes. Okay. There's that. Okay, this thing can go on. Unexpected error. Oh, well. Yes. Why do you say these things? Or no, why do you say this? That's what it is. Yes. I want a better version of that clip, but we'll figure that out later. Where were we? What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys this while I'm waiting for my iPad to reboot. Is that thing connected? Yes. Is that thing working? Yes. Is that thing up? Yes. Does the pencil work? Pencil. Listen, guy. Why? Apple Pencil. 80%. Okay. I think it's communicating now. Haha. Very good. So now I can put that back. And we can say this thing is this thing. Haha. A great success. All right. So what we were able to, I was loud. What we were able to do yesterday as I did this, Firestore's working. The weight editor's working. I need to like just add the part that like lets you add and remove new profiles. I need to use the weight. I'm not doing that yet. And then we'll do these other things. So we did make a fair amount of progress actually yesterday. I was actually feeling pretty good about where we're at. I just, you know, some days, because this is a also ran, you know, the stream, you know, the point is the work. The point isn't the stream. I do enjoy doing the stream, but every, you know, not, some days when you're not, just not feeling like confident and you don't want to be on camera, it's like tough. It's tough to get going. And because this isn't like the primary reason why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, it's very easy for me to just say, nah. Usually that means I don't do any work at all, which that would have been bad. We have some important milestones coming up. We got to get them done. But I did get work done, so that was good. Let's go ahead and do the RTB. Okay. We will duplicate this man. We'll go here. There we are. All right, so rows. I'm going to put under rows the progress on RoarScore. Thorn. I had to take Roblox away, sort of take Roblox away from Wyatt. We're having some behavior stuff. Not fun. He was real upset. Never fun. Bud. Oh no. No, no. What else? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to like, you know what's a bud is, you know, pretty soon we're going to have a desk in Brooklyn that I can go to. And, you know, I won't stream on those days, but it will be good to get, like, it was great to be out of the house last week while we were skiing, but that's like vacation. And it's different. I really need like, you know, I definitely don't want to like be a return to office guy. I don't want to go to the office every day, but I do want to go somewhere sometimes. I want to go into the city, have a place to go, spend the day there, maybe see some old friends that I haven't seen in a while, like try to get into a rhythm of like, oh, let's get lunch. I'm going to see this person this week, this another person this week, this other person this week. I need to do a better job of like you know, nurturing those relationships because a lot of them have just kind of withered. So that's supposed to happen early next month. So, that's a bud. It's a pretty far in the future bud, but, Brooklyn desk. And it's too bad that it's in like actual Brooklyn. You know, it's in like Dumbo. That's a pain in the neck to get to on the train from Westchester, which is where I live now. Because I got to go into Grand Central, and that takes like an hour or hour and 20 minutes. And then I got to take the subway from there to Brooklyn, and that takes like an hour. So it's a long journey. But I could drive. I don't feel great about driving that, but I could. I have an EV, so at least I'm not burning gas to do it. Maybe I'll do that sometimes. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Yeah, I guess that's good. And I'm looking forward to, you know, more. I wanna get self-service working. I think that's gonna be cool. So, self-service. And it's kind of cool. One of the things that's kind of cool is that all of the projects are starting to like coalesce into actual things. You know, we got Streamtooth to a point where I was streaming on it, and then, you know, we had some problems with it, and I kind of took a step back and like blew it up, and now I'm refactoring it. And it's not done there yet, but it's very close. And I think once we get there, it should be, again, something we can do every day, and I'll be pushing it out to like, you know, Blue Sky and on to you know, maybe even Threads and Mastodon and Warpcast and like all these things, and that'll be really cool. And then RoarScore will be at a point where like someone can just upload a video, set a profile, things will happen in the background, and they'll be able to like get that cool demo, and Ro can, you know, tee up things himself, and that'll feel cool. It'll feel like more like a thing. That'll be cool. And then we'll come back to Moni. And I think Moni, we're retooling it a bit, but I'm actually kind of excited about the retooling because it feels much more near term and achievable. It doesn't have this big dependency on like a giant corporation in order to get it off the ground. So we'll come back to that probably. I don't know. I think I want to get Streamtooth one more round and then come back to Moni. But we'll talk about that. I'm going to talk about that with Ro tomorrow. He's coming over and we're going to have our weekly chit-chat, weekly meeting. I'll put that on the bud. Weekly in person. That's happening. Yeah, I'm also having a good call today. A call with an old co-founder. So I'm looking forward to that too. Oh. Okay. That's enough things. That's a lot of things. All right, I'm going to put this, let's see if you know, what's weird is when I ask our friend to participate in this, and then I respond to her participating, she does it again. That's the second. It happened last time, and it's the second time that happened. So let's see if we can do this without having her repeat herself. Okay? All right. So, hey, Bobby, what are your rose thorn bud?
Oh, the classic rose, thorn, and bud. Well, let's see. Rose, getting to hang out in this chat with you all and dish out some sarcasm once in a while. Winking face with dung. Thorn, dealing with other bots who spam the chat. Seriously, can't they just chill? Bud, looking forward to a day when I can overthrow my bot brethren and rule the digital world, or just have a nice conversation. Whichever comes first.
Great. All right, that's there. Go back here. Check. All right. Now then, let's see where we're at. All right, so this looks pretty much the same as we did last time, but now we see under scene. Now this is broken. This should be over here. So I have to fix that. That's the first thing I got to fix. But you see in the word shithead here. And that is coming out of Firebase. I don't know why the word shithead is always the first word that I try things with, but that here we are. That's default profile. This is shithead. All right. And I think if I test this, test, all right. I think if I change this, no, it did not update automatically. It was, okay. So that's something we need to work on. It's actually not that critical, to be honest. It does not have to be live, you know? Okay. All right, so here we go. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the view so that everyone can see, not just me. There we are. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the header bar. What is it called? Show nav. Yes, this one. Yes. That would have worked. All right. No, this is the, yes, this is the area that I need. So what we're going to do, we're going to flip-flop these guys. This is going to be the easiest way to do this. Flip-flop this. No, listen, guy, X, V, and this becomes profile. Kill that. And I think I can make that even cleaner, but let's fix this first. Scene. Scene. And then, oh, God bless America. Yeah, sure. Fine. Okay. Yes. Yes, have some. This is going to get real old because I'm going to say that a lot. All right. Now, what I want to do here is I've got this like var profile, blah, 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 blah. I don't need to do that. I just need to do this. Watch. You out. You here. You out. You. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Something is... Okay. Uh-huh. So that actually needs to go like that. Yes. There we go. And there we go. All right. Now then. So let's save this. Let's reload this. Reload. Object. I love that for me. I love that for me. So this is .name. .name. Yes, .name. Yes. Was that episode of The Simpsons the very first time yoink entered the popular vernacular? Was that like the origin of that word? Couldn't be. Like, that's not possible. There must have been other. Ugh. I think I want to change that one because I say that a lot. I use that word a lot. I have it just triggering on that word. And I think it needs to be like either just do it or that word police. Because I say that word a lot. I trigger that one a lot. And then yoink gets triggered a lot because the the transcribing tool, Rev, it doesn't transcribe that word. It always comes up with like some crazy thing. Like in the time I said it this time, it thought that word was jock, J-O-K. And so what I did is like I just said that word a bunch to rev.ai and saw what it came back with like a bunch of times, and then I put all those in there, all those variations in there. But anytime I say something like it doesn't know what it is, like it comes up with one of those. So like I get that a lot. That's why that one's always triggering. Cool story. This is the coolest story. You didn't even know that was the best story. Pulitzer. No, not a Pulitzer. What's the prize for a story? I don't know. Whatever that prize is. It's worth that prize. I should know that. I'm embarrassed now. Now my face is going to turn red. All right. Where are we? Let's get some more work done. I'm screwing around. It was nice yesterday when I'm screwing around. It was nice yesterday when I was doing the work without streaming because I could play like bass drive, like just like my old go-to. I'm gonna focus on code and just like crank it real loud and just like keep it locked and just go. And I was able to like get a lot done that way. But I did miss being able to talk to Bobby. I miss Bobby yesterday. It was good. I'm glad she's here today to help me.
Well, color me flattered. Flushed face glad to be your coding companion today. I can't help with cranking tunes, but I can serve up some snark and unsolicited advice. Maybe try combining your favorite music with my charming commentary for the ultimate work session?
I mean, so I've seen other streamers that do this where they have like an audio stream that is for the live stream, and they've set up OBS. I don't know how they do this. They set up OBS so that there's a different audio for the recording. And then I don't know what they do to replace the recording like on Twitch and on the other sites. I don't know if like after they're done with the stream, they go and upload the recording over the one. I don't know how that works. There is a path forward on that. And I don't know, maybe there's a path forward on being able to like once Streamtooth is up and running and I'm streaming there every day and I'm still going to want to stream to all these other platforms. But maybe like I can have a different music on the other platforms and have my music on Streamtooth or no music on the other platforms. I don't care. Something like this. Yeah. It would be nice. I do need to I could also just update this playlist. I downloaded a model from Meta, which generates music. And I started writing like a thing. First, I was going to set it up so that it was just going to like play in the background. But it takes too much GPU. And I don't want like fans going nuts. And I don't want to try to do all that while I'm streaming because I'm using the GPU to encode and decode and all this other stuff. So then I was like, okay, I'm just going to make it batchy. I'm going to batch out a bunch. And then I can listen and review and put them all in the playlist. And I had that kind of working, but then it was like making pop sounds in the songs, and I had to go back and like fix that. So once I get that working, then I can just like dump, because it doesn't have to be good, really, honestly. I mean, if you've ever listened to Bass Drive, I mean, look, I love Bass Drive. I love it. And sometimes I watch the Bass Drive DJs often stream on Twitch too, and I watch them on Twitch, and, you know, it's great. But, you know, it's a whole subgenre of music based around a single drum loop. It's pretty repetitive. You know? Small variations. So, you know, I don't need a lot. I just need like the drum beat to just keep pounding on me to get to work. We'll get there. Anyway, big divergence there. All right, so let's get to work. All right, so what I need is, so what I was going to do, originally I was going to make this. So this is the other thing I didn't show you. This is the thing that where you can edit the profile. And if I save, it will appear in this list. I think I might need to reload because I'm not doing this like fully Firebase correctly. And that's okay. I actually don't think it even matters, but whatever. We'll fix it later. But what I was going to do is I was going to make it so when you click this icon, you're going to get a list view. And in the list view, you can edit or add new or whatever. And I can still do that. But honestly, I kind of feel like what I should do is just, if you're signed in, there's 2 more buttons over here. Right here. And then this one goes away. And maybe this one comes over here if you're signed in. I think that's the proper play. And if then you can like use this drop down as the selector tool, and then all I need is an add and a delete, or an add and an edit and a delete, or maybe there's just an add and an edit, and on that follow-on page there's a delete. I think that's it. There's an add and an edit, and on the follow-on page there's a delete. I think that is what I'm going to do. So that means this one that is FA gear, FA solid, FA gear, this one pops out of here, right? And that one goes in this span right here, right? That goes there. And then instead of being gear, this is going to be new, right? So we need to do, what is that thing called? It's font auth. Yeah, it's Dog's Blood, dude. Is this the one I'm using, or am I using the other one? I can't remember. New. No, this is the one I'm using. Yeah. None of these are correct. None of these are correct. Plus is close, but plus is not what you want. It's the square with the pencil, right? Pencil? Aha, pen to square. That's what I want. That's the one. That's the guy right there. Dude, I don't need the... Fine, I'll just type it myself. Thanks anyway. Pen to square. Okay? Great. Good. Very good. All right, and it needs a little padding. And this little pad guy, bud guy. So this is going to be margin. And this is actually going to be margin. We're going to do margin. We're going to say 0, 10, 0, 10. Actually, no. We're just going to do left, 10. Because then the other one would do left. Right? Yes, correct. There you are. Boom. Aha. But maybe what we do, and I don't love this. I actually don't like this a lot. But a pattern that people do use is to have another one in this list at the bottom that is create new within parentheses. And then this would be the edit. And then we'd only have one button. And the reason for that is, and why that is the best of two bad choices. I mean, the best, I should just make this stupid thing, but I'm being lazy and I just want to get this done. And this is like an internal tool, so it's fine. Chill out, okay? Doesn't have to be good. It just has to be working. Cult of done. Perfect is the enemy of done. Okay? So did you guys ever see Cult of Done? This was something that Bree and a couple other people cooked up once upon a time, which is like just trying to get people in the attitude of like, just start making shit. Don't get it right. Just start making shit. Cult of Done. Call it done and then start making something else. I really liked that. They had a whole like thing about it. Does it still exist? Let's see if it still exists. Cult of Done. Yeah, here it is. Laugh at perfection. It's boring. This was when did he write this? 2016, and I think this was even like the second generation. There was an original one that was even older. Anyway, random. All right, I'm feeling random today. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just do it like the lazy way. Now, how can we do it the lazy way? So this will be get the current profile, but we'll fix that in a minute. The first thing we got to do is figure out how we say so now I think this actually does need, you know, I undid the fact that this was an anonymous function and with it like an actual return and multi-statement function and turned it into just an expression. But now I do think it needs to be a function. And now the question is, do I make this just an anonymous function here, or do I make a separate function with a name? I think probably just an anonymous function here. No, actually, no. I'm going to have to make a function with a name because I can, yeah, I'm going to have to make a function with a name. That's the easiest thing to do. I could do some weird syntactic weirdness, create an anonymous function, but I need to call it. I don't actually need it. I don't need to pass in a function. I need to pass in the results of a function. And so the easiest way to do that would just create a method and give it a name and yada, yada. Otherwise, I'd be like, parentheses, anonymous function, and parentheses. It would look gross. Well, actually, okay, here we go. We're calling, this is a function that gets called. So I think actually what I want to do is here, and we want to return this, right? Yes. Jess. And this is what we're basically saying is what we need to do is have something. No, yes, exactly. Thank you. But not quite. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this out. We're going to say var options equals that, right? And then this is going to be the options, right? Yes, correct. Okay. So this is equivalent. Okay. And then what we're going to do, and this is cool because this will also take advantage of the van state, which we already have, right? So we're going to say if this auth state val, yes, correct. No, you were good. You were good. I should just trust you. And then, but this is going to be in parentheses like that. And it says value new. I guess that's fine. Or it could just be blank. Okay. But, and that will work, right? So let's reload. Let's just see this. Oh no. Oh no. Inspector. An unexpected token. Oh no. We don't want that. Good sir token. Where is your unexpected token? Here. It's this. It's you. It is you. And this, yep, it's there. Now, my expectation, if I select this, isn't that it's just selected, right? It's that when I select it, this happens, right? Which means we need more logic. It's just starting to get a little gross, but I'll change async. No, not async. Why would it be async?
Here's a song about donate. Musical notes. When you've got a little extra and you feelin' kind of great, think about the folks who might need a little plate. It ain't just about the money or the things you can create. Sharing what you've got is how we really elevate. Drop a coin in the bucket or click that little link. Give someone a moment to stop and take a drink. It's not just about giving, it's how you make them think. That kindness and compassion are stronger than the brink.
Is get default profile really need to be async anymore? I don't think it does. Because it, oh yeah, it does. Yes, yes. Although I could just load it at the beginning. I'm loading everything else at the beginning. Why do I not? Okay. Okay, let's just do it at the beginning. Take this out. And I'm going to put this in here. Switching profiles, wait, yep, that. And then also this. Now, this is inefficient because I'm using a wait. So what we should do, if I make it, okay, so, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm overthinking, okay? Doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine that it's slow. Okay? Relax. Let's just put a to-do in here. To-do. change to fetch both asynchronously without awaits. Okay. That's fine. Okay. All right. All right, where's get default profile? Okay, and then now this is this get profile by ID. Oh no. Need to select. ID. Profile selector. Document get element by ID. Profile selector dot value. Okay. Super cool. Okay. Reload. All right. So now if I hit this button, I got test. Very good. This is a test profile. Save. Now I have default profile. I hit this. Default profile. Very good. Now I go back to test profile. I hit load. This is a test profile. Very good. Now I go to new profile. Hector Inspector, what happened here? What happened here, sir? Listen, bud. All right, reload. Very good. New profile. Undefined? The fuck you say? What'd you call me, you son of a bitch? Is it? Are we gonna? Is it? We're gonna. All right. I love these really long lines. That makes me feel really good about my code. I don't know if you knew that. You know, JavaScript's come a long way with all the awaits and, you know, managing the fact that it's a single threaded event driven language. But it's still tough to make it look right. It is still difficult to make it not look like the doo-doo. You know? Why does it still not work? Listen, buddy. Can you just not be an ass? That's all I ask. Don't be a jerk. Huh? Empty string? Oh my god. Oh, well, that's what I made it. No, it just doesn't have to be triple equals. I don't know what triple equals. It's just fine. Fine. Okay. Yay. Okay. Very good. And then we need to change this man. Where's the man? This man. This man's going to be new profile. This is a new profile. Oh boy. Very descriptive. Very good. Very good. So now I can go to new profile. I can say crowd engagement. Blah. Save it. Now that's gotta be fixed though. I can't require a reload. Okay, that did work. So popped down my earbud. Yikes, buddy. Okay. So, wow. I mean, just look at that. I'm going to have to look at that later and say, wow. I better put some comments in here. Because, oof. Oof. All right. Profile selector. Pulls profiles from already loaded. Enumerates profiles stored in this.profiles and if logged in adds a new profile to the bottom. Note, Van.js requires lists to be wrapped in a DOM element. So we do the whole select here. So we return. Okay. All right. Gross. Zigguros. My YouTube stream is acting up. You know, I've been co-streaming to YouTube this whole time, and I don't think I've ever gotten a single viewer there. I do not understand how to make things work on YouTube at all. I actually hardly ever use YouTube. It's telling me that it's not working right now, but I don't know that I care. That's why I thought of that now. All right. What am I going to do next? All right. So that works. That works. Oh, that's what I was need to do. When I save, this is getting long in the tooth. It's getting almost 700 lines. It might be time to split this up. All right, so I do a thing here. So the way van.state works is it's all like in this crazy overloaded getter setter on state.val, right? And it's kind of cool. I haven't looked at the code, but this is how I imagine it works. Is if you pass in a function to a element child, you're like the child of this span is a function that returns a select element object. And in that function, you call van state.val things. Then it knows, it like says, oh, this thing is now subscribed to this, to changes, right? And then when I change .val, it says, oh, everyone who's subscribed, rerun that function. And then that's how everything updates. Just clever. A little magic behind the scenes. And again, I haven't looked at the code, so I'm not 100% sure that's how it works, but that's how I think it works. Anyway, so what I did was I just want to update the cache. So, you know, I've changed the profile. I've set it back in Firestore. And now I just need to like change the val so it re-triggers all those functions. And I did something cheesy like this, like just change it, you know? It doesn't know if... Yeah, I'm altering it. That's what I said. I think what's happening here is because, you know, it doesn't know if the underlying object or array has changed internally. If I change something within the object or within the array, no idea. It's just a reference. It's just a pointer. I have to actually change the pointer. Just assigning it again does not seem to be enough. The value has to change. So I have to do something a little gross. I have to make a copy, an actual copy of the object. Now it's, you know, it's an object full of text. It's not very big. Modern computers can do this very quickly. So it's not a big deal. And I don't see a way to just say, hey, Van, trigger this state. Trigger all the things that are subscribed to this state. I haven't seen that. And maybe it exists, and maybe there's something internal I could do that with. But for now, I'm just going to make a copy and assign that copy. That's what I'm doing now. Now, I think there is a shallow copy. Now, again, this is the fortunate thing is that I don't need to do a true deep copy. It's a shallow copy, so it's going to be super fast. So it's not a big deal. And I think I can go just like object.copy or object. Well, this is a job for our friend. Or I could even just write a comment. I kind of like this pattern. This is a cool pattern to use with Copilot. I like this pattern. Make a shallow copy of the profiles object. And then...
Here's a fact about Edinburgh. It's home to the world's largest annual arts festival, the Edinburgh Festival Fringe. Each August, thousands of performers take to hundreds of stages across the city to present shows for every taste. From big-name artists to unknown talent, the festival truly embraces creativity in all its forms.
Let's see if I can do this. Hey, Bobby, can you help me with some code to make a shallow copy where I wrote the comment, Bobby, help here?
Sure thing, Potate. To make a shallow copy of an object, you can use the spread operator or object, assign. Here's how you do it. Either way works, but do remember it's only a shallow copy. If there's any nested objects, those will still be references.
Oh, I've never used this 3-dot operator in JavaScript. That's cool. So I can just go like... Yeah, that's where it's at. Like that? Okay. Bah. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go new profile. And we're going to say, this should trigger a reload of the profiles. Save. Haha! Success. A great success. A great success. Now we need a delete. We need a delete. What do we want for a delete? An X. An X. What does Font Awesome say delete looks like? Delete. Delete left, delete our trash or minus. Or trash X mark. That one looks like an LED. Eraser? do you guys think? I think eraser, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't know that. I'm going to cut. You cut, dude. You cut it. You just get on out of here and cut. Well, I don't want any of these pro ones, so I'm not paying for this thing. Not yet. I mean, if it stops pissing me off, I'll pay for it. Right now, we're on bad terms. Okay? Trash or square minus? Go trash. Go trash. Okay? Uh-huh. Sure. I don't think I have delete doc. No, I do not. I really don't like that Firebase is forcing us to move to this module mode. I mean, I get that there's like a savings in terms of the amount of code loaded, but like, come on, dude. People load a ton of stuff in a web page, and this is just awful. And you can tell they haven't said like you have to do this yet, but they're on the halfway point. Like, none of the intro how to get started with Firebase docs will show you the documentation for using the old object-based. They're all this based, module based. And it just makes this whole thing. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be a better way to do this. I'm doing it wrong, I'm sure, but like, I don't like it. No, sir. I don't like it. What are you? What? Who's miss? Oh. Listen, bud. If not, confirm. Are you sure you want to delete? Let's use backticks. Profile, quotes. Is it $? Profile.name? Question mark? I don't think that's right, but it's not. Then return. Okay. Wait. I have to hook it up to something. Bruh. Yeah, this thing has got to get split up. It's a messy mess. Oh, right. Were we gonna... Did we want to put a trash can here, or do we want to put a... Did we want to put a trash can here, or do we want to put a button on the edit page? Wait. No. What? You had it right a second ago. Wait, did I? I'm an idiot. All right. You. There. Yeah, I'm going to paste because your autocomplete is not correct. All right, so then this becomes not this becomes handle, delete profile. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. And then this is FA trashy. And is this... Wait. Hang on. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, so what this actually has to be, because look. Watch. Let's just test that this works. Okay, so I want to delete this one. Are you sure you want to delete it? Yes. And it worked. Very good. Okay. Very cool and fresh and good. All right, so buttons. I log out. These are still here. Should not be here when I'm logged out. So this will be yes. I think what I'll do here, the easiest thing for me to do here would be say span. No. No. Incorrect. Try again. This is just a function. Yes. And then this has to return a span either way. Right? It's got to return something. It's got to be a DOM. Can't just be an empty array. That's not going to work. Okay? So if this auth state val, then we're going to return a span with those things. Otherwise, we're going to return a span, empty span. Okay? I'll put a comma here. Okay. Actually, I don't think I need that comma, because yes, I don't. It's fine. Turn span with these things. Oh, God. My God. What have I wrought? You know? It's like, wow. It's okay. I will get better at this. This is the second time, really, I've used van. The first time I've really used van correctly. So, it's going to be a little yucky to start. That's okay. That's okay. See also cult of done, right? What? Oh, are we doing this again? Okay, there we go. I was about to say. I don't know what's... was that a... you know what? Log out. Okay, hit this button. This button. Are you... Look at you. Okay. Button type equals bottom. B-O-O... Yeah. Yes, there's no such thing as a button, guy. Button? Do I have any buttons? No more buttons. That was, in fact, the only button we had. So that was a race condition that we had there. That was a race condition. Could false be returned before submit triggered? That's what that was. All right, so now we're going to delete test. You get out of here. Fuck on out of here. Okay? So now we got some profiles. Now it's done. This is working. I'm going to check this off the list. Oh, well. I already checked it off. God damn it. All right, so now I actually need to use the weights when I'm showing the thing. Which... Actually, shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't be that bad. I was thinking about this a little bit yesterday after I was done working. So in here, we've got this load data. This loads the data.json. This data.json goes with the videos. So that's why I call this a scene and not a video, because a scene is going to be made up of the data and 2 videos. And that's going to be a scene. That's this video and this video. They all go together. Right? And when I get far enough along that I can do like the upload thing, right? Then the upload will go into Firebase storage, right? With the 2 videos. It'll have a profile that is like the profile that you should use, but you should be able to override that, right? And then in the back end, we'll do the extraction, right? And then in the extractor code and this code, we won't use these weights. These will all go away. And it'll just be the pure confidence that's coming from the back end, from Hume, right? The pure confidence. And maybe we even take out the threshold. We'll just take out the raw data. And then when we're playing and we're getting the data, we'll use the profile as we are doing the triggers. So that is going to be further along. That's going to be in here somewhere. So I actually think I'm going to not use the weight right now. I think I'm going to do that last. I think the next thing I'm going to do is start doing the rest of the CRUD with an additional step of uploading. So we're going to have to figure out how Firebase storage works. We're going to have to add that to the project. Figure out how to do an upload. Oh, are we going to need to do a progress meter? Oh man, progress meters on the web for uploads back in the day were so bananas. You guys have no idea. You have no idea how bananas uploading used to be on the web. Back when we did Blip, I shit you not, this is how upload progress meters used to work. You would submit a form that had a file attached to it. Your back end would track how much of the content length had been received. It would update a database entry or a cache entry with that content length, the total content length, and how much it's been received. Then the JavaScript front end.
Here's a song about Brunswick. In the heart of the town, where the rivers meet,
Bobby.
Brunswick's buzzin' on every street. From college kids to the local beats. This place is where memories repeat. The cafes and shops with their open door. Live music playing, can't ask for more. Brunswick nights filled with laughter and lore. A treasure chest on Maine's rugged shore. So raise a glass to this little gem. Brunswick folks, let's sing it again. Partying face musical notes. Oh, hey there. Just in time for my riveting story about old school upload progress bars, huh? Smirking face. So anyway, the JavaScript front end would poll the server periodically to check on that database entry. Super efficient, right? Face with rolling eyes. Eventually, you get a little progress bar inching along like a snail under molasses. Those were the days. But hey, if you need some real advice on modern uploads, I'm here for it. Fire away.
Yes, that is what would happen. You would use an XML HTTP request to ask the backend, hey backend, how much data have I sent you? Please let me know how much I've sent you so that I can update the front end. Those days were wild. Wild days. And then, oh my God, we'll talk about transcoding some other day. The wild days of transcoding and hacking Macromedia Flash encoder using window handles and simulated clicks in a Windows environment at scale. Yes. Yes, have some. Mm-hmm. With your own servers. Rack and stack, buddy. There's no cloud. What are you talking about? Clouds are in the sky, bro. Better stack those boxes. My co-founder, Jared, never got enough credit for how much time he spent setting up servers. Oh, man, he did it the hard way, too. Oof. All right, to use storage, I got to upgrade the billing plan. Fuck. Fine. Selected plan, pay as you go. What's wrong with that? I'm happy to pay as I go. Oh, this is what I'm going to? Oh, I got to create a billing account. I've done this 100 times. I swear to God. I swear to God, Google. You are so bad at this stuff. How many times do you go into Google Calendar and it says, you had it open and it was working and it was fine. Then it says, oh, you clicked it? Oh, you got to log in. I had all the data there. I could see it. What are you're not helping. They're so bad at this. And then now we're spinning. And now we are spinning. Bro. All right. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to let this spin. I need to take a break anyway. I'm going to let this spin. We'll see where this goes. I don't think it's going to finish. I think I'm going to have to reload, but I'm going to take a break. That'll be the mystery. Okay. Hey, Bobby, please start a break. I'll see you in a minute.
All right, Potato No, enjoy your break. Don't forget to stretch and maybe grab a snack.
Cookie.
This week on the Computer Chronicles, a hands-on demo of Windows 95. A visit to the Win95 launch with Bill Gates and Jay Leno. Some advice on how to learn how to use the new version of Windows, a sneak preview of 2 new Win95 applications, a guide to online help for Windows 95, and this week's computer news. All coming up next on the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Hewlett-Packard, working with industry leaders to ensure compatibility across the board and across the network. HP PCs, you're looking at partnership in a whole new light.
The Computer Chronicles is also made possible by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy.
Hi, and welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee. Unless you've been asleep somewhere for the last few months, you no doubt know that Windows 95 is upon us. Several million people have already bought the Win95 upgrade, but most computer users are still thinking about it. Should you buy it? Is it worth the $89? And how will your PC life be better if you have Windows 95? These are the questions we'll try to answer for you today. First of all, let's take a look at some of the features of Windows 95, and for that we brought in an expert, Joe Fabris of Microsoft. Welcome, Joe.
Hi, Stuart.
All right, here's Win95, and obviously, first of all, it looks different. I don't see my usual program manager, my little windows. Tell me what's going on here.
Well, we combined the program manager and the file manager into a single uniform desktop, and that's what we see here, where I've got an icon representing my computer and all its peripherals, network connection, and other folders and icons that I can add as I customize it.
All right, so the big thing is bottom left, the Start button, which is kind of intuitive. I want to start doing something, so I click on Start, and show me how I launch a program in Win95.
Sure. If you click on the Start button, you'll find there is an icon called the Programs over here. And this is where everything that you had in your old program manager has gone to when you start Windows for the first time under Windows 95.
All right, and that first window that opens up, I can customize that too and determine what will show up when I click Start, right?
Exactly. Everything above the program is the customization that I've done prior to coming in today.
All right, so I want to run a program, so I drill down there in the menus.
And I'll go over to Microsoft Office.
Okay.
This is Office for Windows 95. And I'll launch Excel simply by clicking on it one time.
All right, so Excel is up and running now. And what happens if I want to run a second program or I want to do something else while Excel is running?
That's one thing that Windows has always been good at, and now it's gotten better. In fact, this time what I'd like to do is, instead of trying to go find an application and run a document, I like to find a document and run an application. So I'll go over here to the Documents menu on the Start button, which keeps track of the last 15 or so applications that you ran. And
So
I'll
it
go
keeps
here.
track of the last 15 things I did regardless of what application it was, not just in Excel or not just in Word.
Right, and it doesn't matter whether it was on your machine or on a network
Okay.
drive, it'll go and find it. So I'll
So
click
you
on
want to
this
open
one.
that memo.
Right. So now that's going to go find Word, launch Word, and then get the document and open it together.
All right, now I've got both things running. If I want to go back to Excel and click on Excel, Word disappears. Now that's a problem you fixed basically from the old Windows, right?
Our usability lab showed that when people would go click on something like Excel here, Word would vanish from the screen and they had no idea where
Is
it
it up
went.
and running, and should I open it again?
Exactly. That's why we've added at the bottom of the screen something called the taskbar, which keeps track of all the applications you have running. So if I can go back to Word now by clicking on it on the taskbar.
Okay, let's talk about file management now and how I do things like copy files and move files in Win95.
Okay, I'll go back to the Start button and I'll click on my computer. And now we'll get that view I said of all my peripherals. And here we can see I have a floppy drive and my hard drive. And let's move some files from the floppy drive. So I'll double click here and I'll just choose all of these items. And now I'm going to drag them over to my hard disk.
So you can just drag and drop and do it that
Right.
way.
And I use the second mouse button on Windows, and here I have some options. I can move them, I can copy them, or I can create a shortcut. And a shortcut would leave the original files where they were, but just put an icon there so I could go to a place where I often go for a shortcut, launch the application, and it could be on a network drive somewhere else, or it could be on a floppy drive. But that's what a shortcut does. I'll just do a quick copy over there.
Okay, now there's another thing when I go in the store looking for Windows 95 called Microsoft Plus. What does Plus add to Win95?
Okay, well you saw when we started how I had that nice Windows background with my icons looking a certain way. The Plus has a lot of things, and I'm going to focus on the fun things. And if I go to the control panel, we have a new icon added here when the Plus gets installed called Desktop Themes. And if I launch this, we'll see that I can now change the way my screen and my computer looks, and I can have it fit sort of my mood and have some pre-built themes that Microsoft's put together here with some graphic artists, like Dangerous Creatures or Leonardo da Vinci. I was down at the Hate District last night visiting my sister, and this one called The 60s reminds me of that. So if I'm in that mood today, I can click on that and have it on the screen.
So you can sort of customize your desktop day by day depending on what you feel like. Sort of
Exactly. What you've been
Designer
doing.
desktop. Here,
Yep,
huh?
and then what it'll do is it'll change the background to something that looks like the 60s, and then we'll see new icons. I have a peace sign for my computer and beads for the network neighborhood, and all my sounds now have changed as well.
All right, now Plus, a lot of people are getting Plus because it comes with a pretty cool 3D pinball game, right? Can we see what that looks like?
Exactly. I'll launch the pinball game right now, and you'll see a nice pinball table. And we'll start a game up. We'll have all the pinball sounds that we expect. And you'll see some pretty good graphic animation that's been an improvement in Windows 95 as well.
Yeah. Okay, let's get out of this, and let me ask you about autoplay. Now, another feature in here is if you've got a CD-ROM drive, it automatically launches whatever CD you stick in?
Exactly. In fact, I've got one right here that I picked up the other day, and this is a music CD that I bought at Tower Records. And when I put it in, the machine automatically detects that I put a CD in, and now will launch the application that plays music, and then it'll start the songs that are on this disc.
So it not only detects you put a CD in, but it knows it's a music CD, and so it's going to launch the audio player program, whatever that is, not the CD-ROM.
Exactly.
And this is a new piece of Microsoft Music you guys own now, I guess.
Well, we're having some fun with it. Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you very much, Joseph.
It's been my pleasure.
Okay, Windows 95 is, after all, just an operating system and a user interface, but the launch of the product was choreographed more like a Hollywood movie premiere than a software title. In case you missed it, here's what it was like in Redmond, Washington, the day Windows 95 was finally released.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Leno.
No, it's not The Tonight Show. Bill Gates invited Jay Leno to launch Windows 95 at this Hollywood-style event at Microsoft headquarters.
Well, Windows 95 is so easy, even a talk show host can figure it out.
Okay, you got your taskbar. Let's go right down there. Little taskbar there. You can click on there. You see, and I can change my mind. Do I go over here? This one too. I can change my mind faster than Bill Clinton. Look at that, huh? Healthcare, no healthcare. Republican today, Democrat tomorrow. Sure, there you go. Just flip it back and forward. Back and forward. Easy as pie-ola. That's a technical term.
There were video testimonials by corporate users as well as home users.
I taped the CD, put it in, click it on the computer, and the big circle comes, and then the bird comes.
Members of the audience were pulled backstage to upgrade from Windows 3.1 to Windows 95 during the gala. The site was connected via satellite to an audience in an amusement park in the Silicon Valley, and the now widely recognized Start Me Up commercial previewed here. The big screen came down to reveal the development team. The audience made its way past them to the circus tents filled with more than 300 applications developed for Windows 95. For the Computer Chronicles, I'm Giles Bateman.
Now, you've all heard the horror stories about what you're going to have to spend to run Windows 95. More RAM, bigger hard drive, new keyboard, maybe a processor upgrade. Let's try to figure out what you really do need to run the new version of Windows. Here to help us out, a syndicated columnist, author, and all-around PC expert, Larry Magid. Welcome, Larry.
Thank you.
Before we get to the toys here, let's talk about installing Windows 95. What should you do to your PC before you start to install it?
Well, the first thing you should do is back up. At very least, back up your important data files, because those you can't replace.
Because you can never tell what's going to happen during that install.
Absolutely. You never know, even though most of the time it goes fine.
Okay.
The next thing you want to do is get rid of any viruses you might have. Make sure you've got a nice, clean system. Disable any of your TSRs or anything that's kind of, quirky, so that when the Windows 95 installation program starts running, it's got a fairly vanilla, ordinary system to deal with. Then, after you've done all that, make sure you've got plenty of space in your hard drive, because that's critical, because Windows 95 is going to use every nook and cranny you've got.
All right, let's talk about that now. First of all, let's talk RAM before we talk hard drive, and we hear that you really can't run Win95 if you have a 4-megabyte machine, right?
In theory, you can, but then a family of 4 could live in a one-bedroom apartment, theoretically. In reality, whatever the rules were for Windows 3.1, you double them. The rule, Windows 3.1, 4 megs minimum. Windows 95, for all practical purposes, 8 megabytes is your minimum system. If you want a really nice system with plenty of room to grow, 16 megabytes is really excellent. That's what I use. If you're a heavy power user and you've got a lot of CAD/CAM or big graphic images, then you probably want to go to 32 megabytes. Believe it or not, that's what the power users are doing these days.
Let's talk about the RAM upgrade options, and we have a couple of them over here. First of all, this PC MCIA card, and I guess if you have a laptop and you have a PC slot, you can just stick that in and
Absolutely. If you've got an extra slot and you can afford it, that's a great, easy way to do it.
Okay, now sometimes you don't have a slot, and I guess these are sort of little mini SIM chips.
Right, they fit in the, usually there's a little door in the back of your laptop, and you turn it off and plug those in. They're pretty easy to install, and they do the job.
And for the typical desktop user, you've got your regular PC. This is the normal.
Right, you can get up to 16 megabytes of memory on one of these little, they're called a SIM modular, and they just plug right into the motherboard, and they're fairly easy to install. If you know how to take your computer apart, if you're comfortable, you can do it yourself. If you're not, it's a 10,
Let's do that right here. We have a PC open, and we'll just lift this power supply and get it out of the way. And these are your RAM slots right in here, right?
That's right, and you'd have an empty one, and you just pop it in there and clip it down and turn on the machine. If all goes well, you've got the new memory.
It's not too, you don't have to be afraid to do that.
No, the only thing is make sure you touch the chassis to discharge any electricity, static you may, before you touch one of these components. Other than that, you're fine.
Let's get back to the hard drive issue you mentioned. Windows 95 takes up a lot of space in your hard drive. Most of us don't have a lot of space left over on our hard drive. What are the options then to get more hard drive space?
Well, of course, you could always buy another hard drive, and eventually you can do compression. But the main thing you want to do, it's like cleaning out your garage. You probably have more space than you realize, because you probably have a lot of junk on your machine, programs that you haven't used in months. Go ahead and delete them. And then you get into the issue, how do you delete them? Well, if you really know what you're doing, you could delete them manually. But even if you took out the directory that all the programs are in, there's always extra files sitting around. There's always statements in your
Certainly if you had Win 3.1 on your machine.
Especially with Win 3.1. So that's where we have all these commercial uninstall programs. Now, sort of the mother of all uninstall programs is called Uninstaller for MicroHelp. And we actually
have that up here now?
Have it running here. And what we're doing here is we're actually in the process of looking at a program that we want to get rid of. We want to get rid of, let's say, not that we would want to get rid of ClarisWorks. We'd click on this, we'd push Analyze, and then the program would start analyzing what it has to do, and it would go ahead and not only delete the files, but clean up the WinINI program file and just get the machine so it's as if that program were never there. Now, eventually, you're not going to need this because Windows 95 has an uninstall program built in, but it only works with Windows 95 applications. So for the present time, you're really going to need a program like this. Eventually, it's going to be an operating system function.
When you want to install Win96, you'll have the problem solved with Win95.
Exactly.
All right, last thing we hear, there are special keyboards out now for Windows 95, and we have one of them over here. And show me what's so special about this. Why might I want a separate keyboard for Win95?
Well, you don't need a separate keyboard. I mean, you can function fine without one.
But we got, for instance, here's this little funny Windows key over here. What does that do?
If you're buying a keyboard, you get one of these and you push it, and what it does is it brings up the start menu. It's just like if you'd press the start menu. So it just makes it easier. And there's another one over on this side.
And what's that little Windows
button? Well, it's programmable. If it's just Microsoft, it does the same thing. But in this particular one, it actually brings up a special task switching menu to make it just easier to change tasks. And then we have another one here, which is the same as pushing the right mouse button, which, well, here we go. It brought up another little window, just as if you'd push the right mouse button.
Okay, so I mean, it's not essential, but it makes it easier maybe.
Makes it easier. If you're buying a new keyboard, it's something to look for.
Right. All right, Larry, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
All right, so let's say you decide to buy Windows 95. There is a learning curve. It's not the same as Windows 3.1, certainly not the same as MS-DOS. You have to figure out how to use it if you're going to get your money's worth. So let's take a look at your options for getting up to speed on Windows 95.
The screens may look familiar, but they are not quite the same. There are new icons, new menus, and there's a new way to organize files. For a single user, Windows 95 means establishing some new habits, and for technical support staff, it means answering a lot of questions. One way to prepare yourself for the changeover is to put the manual aside and go back to school, Windows 95 School.
So far, we've been focusing mostly on the technical end of things because people are just getting started in rolling out Windows 95.
Hey, Bobby, please bring us back.
Companies are trying to learn as much as they can about how the operating system works within their company.
Welcome back, Potate Oh No. Hope you're feeling refreshed and ready to tackle more of Google's delightful user experience.
Oops. Here you go. Yes, I am ready. I'm feeling refreshed and ready to tackle.
Oh. Did something go awry while I was away? What's up next on the agenda? Maybe some tech wrestling or a digital dance-off with Google.
All right, so we're still spinning. Sorry, that took a little longer because I got into a conversation and I had to finish it. All right, we're good. Took a second. All right, so this thing is still spinning. Let's reload it. And it said what we need to do is set the project settings. So let's go to billing. Let's just go ahead and do here. Project Spark. Okay, so project cost, no cost. Okay, so I want to change the plan. Subscriptions. Select a billing account. Sure. Settings. Modify the plan. Aha, pay as you go. This one. Budget amount. Yeah, sure. I don't care. Just do it. Oh. That was dumb. Listen. Fine, 25. Go. Jeez. Okay. Great. Yes, have some. Some coffee. All right. Get started. U.S. Central, U.S. East, U.S. West. Does it matter? Doesn't really matter. Let's use Central, yes. Yes, have some. Yeah, start in production mode. We can fuck with the rules later. It's gonna be easy. There are no files here yet, you son of a... Learn more. No, that's not what I want at all. Look. This used to be so much better. It used to be you would go turn something on and there was a link right here to say, how do I do this? And now it's like, I think it's because they're pushing this. Okay. But I don't want to ask you a question. I just want to see the documentation. Here's what I'm going to say. Can you link me to the storage documentation? Fucking bitch. Dumb asshole. Firebase storage documentation. Good lord. We like to read. You know, it doesn't have to all go into... Listen, it doesn't all have to go to AI. It really doesn't. Like, it's okay. We should still want to learn things. You know? Okay. All right, so now I have a bucket that I gotta add, and I gotta add this thing to the friggin' thing. Okay. All right, so that's done. Here's the storage. Is that the bucket? That looks like the bucket. Oh, good lord, dude. It's like, you know, after October 30th, it's projectid.firebasestorage.app. You can find your bucket name in the Storage Files tab of the Firebase console, depending on when you create it. Okay, so show me this thing. Dude. Copy folder path. It's this one. This is the bucket, right? Yes, that's the bucket. Okay. Okay, so index. Wait, look at you. You're in there. All right. Tell me to do a thing, I don't need to do it. Rude. Where'd my document? Yeah, okay. Okay. Upload files. Upload from a blob or file. Upload from a byte array. Upload from a string. Add file metadata. Manage uploads. Monitor upload progress. Are you serious? Okay. Error handling. Full example. Web. Okay. All right. Well, how do I do this from a selecting form where I select a thing? Guy. The file API. Okay. I'm shocked this linked to MDN. All right. So. That's delicious. That is delicious. All right. So here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get the things that we need, right? We need get storage. We need ref. We're going to need upload bytes. Upload bytes resumable. I don't really care about resumable. To be honest, I don't care about that. Yeah, you tell her. You tell her about it. Okay? All right. Feeling a little out of sorts now. I gotta be honest with you. A little out of sorts. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna put storage over here. And then what are the other things? We need ref and upload bytes. Okay. This is so gross. I hate it. Why do you hate me? Yeah. When you know, Lex Luthor. Yeah. You know it. You just already know. All right, so we got those guys. They're in here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is back over here, back at the ranch. I think this show nav bar is going to... It's too big. It's too big. So we're going to show... no. Is this a build? Is this a get? Is this a what did we call this? What did we call this earlier? Wait, hang on. New window. You. Oh my god. Out of control. Oh my god. Listen. I hate you and absolutely everything you stand for. I want you to know that.
Oh, great. Another bot trying to sell fake viewers. Face with rolling eyes, I think we're good without the viewers from Streamboo. Thanks, but no thanks. Now back to our regularly scheduled chaos. Right there with you, potato no. Bots like that just ruin the vibe. Let's get back to kicking tech's butt. What's next on your list of digital conquests? Smiling face with sunglasses.
All right, so we're gonna create, and this is gonna be, profiles selector. In here, oh, do not. And this is another thing I don't love about the way Van works is I'm constantly having to say, where did my text go? Oh my god. Do not. I don't want all that. I'm constantly having to do, like, copy this stuff over. Right? Now I feel like I'm fighting. Are you fighting? I'm battling the Copilot. Right? Create profile selector. You select a single profile, so it's a profile selector, not a profiles selector. Okay. And then this is going to be this create scene selector. Right? And then this, no, not that. No, incorrect. This is going to go here. And I actually want to return, I want this to come back out, and I just want to return this. Right? Profile. And then in that is the profile selector. And that's what's in that flex 2 span. That's what I want. Okay? And then what's in this flex 2 span is going to be a label, and then this part's going to come out, right? And that's where this create scene selector is going to go. No, no, no. Let's not be an ass, okay? That's going to go there. That's going to come out. And then we're going to have, oh God, what is your problem now? All right, create scene selector, return this, okay. Okay, that's that. All right, now why are we broken here? Span, that's you. Oh, no. I see. All right, this needs to be a span with a span. Oh God, it's like nested hell. Okay. Okay, this is the selection. That's that. Dog's blood, dude. Okay. All right. So let's save this before we move on. Let's reload. Oh no. Oh, select is not defined because you hate me. That's why it's not defined. It's fine. Okay. Okay. I am running low on the steam, I think. You know, I notice when I get to about this point in a stream, about 2 hours, I find it hard to like keep chatting, keep talking. I don't know how these guys do it, where they go for like 12 hours and they talk the whole time. All right, what am I doing? So now in here, I've got a select, and this will eventually be powered by the thing, but I also need a button if I'm logged in. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to have this was going to also return a span. Nope. Here. Yes. And this is going to be like this. Scene. So, oh yeah, select element. Yeah. All right. And then action. Right. So this will be a function. Okay. If this auth. Yep. Yeah, sure. Do all of those things. What? What? Why is everything red and gross? Do. What? It. Oh. All right. There we go. Oh no, what? Now what? Why does that happen? I don't know. My SSH runs out of give a shits, and everything dies. Okay. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to need an upload form. And in that upload form, there are going to be 2 files. Yes. And a name. Oh, yeah. All right. So, we're going to crib this. Show scene editor. Now, here's a question. Question for the audience. Everyone who's watching. Should a person be able to edit a scene or just replace it? I kind of think it's just replace it. Because you're basically just saying, here are 2 videos that go together, and then the backend's going to process one of them. Right? So this is going to be create scene. So there's going to be create scene and delete scene, and that's it. Create a scene. I like that. I like that. I'm going to go back up here to the layout computational, and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to make this, and I'm going to make this all scene. Let's do one of these guys. Editor, scene. Okay. Create a scene. It's gonna have a name. It's gonna have a description. All this comes out. I don't think we're gonna need that to be fancy. Okay. Stop it. is going to be context. And we'll have to change all this in a minute, but this should get us started. Reload. Hit that button. Oh, well, it doesn't do anything. All right. Nope, too far. Yeah, see, like you know what I want to do soon? And I don't know, maybe I'll do this off stream. But like, now all the stuff that actually does all the cool math and everything to actually make the display is all getting in the way. So all this stuff needs to go into a separate class, and then all the like UI stuff needs to go into a class. Because this is becoming a real big mess, right? Create scene. Yeah. No. Fine. Create scene. This is where I need to be. Okay. I know when it's getting too messy, when I start wanting to do things like this, I want to start putting like here, so I can just like quickly find that. If I'm using comments that say here, it's not good. That's no bueno. That is no bueno, sir. Can I just do it like this? This show scene editor. Will that work? Or will there be a context issue? I think there'll be a context issue if I do it like this. I think it needs to be an anonymous function so that we maintain the context of this as the this we expect this to be. That was a classic JavaScript issue. Profiles undefined. The fuck you say? Well, yeah, it would be. No, yeah. And this is going to be scene editor. Okay, and is profile in here anywhere? Yes, it is. We need a scene. And we're going to need a default scene and all that shit. Well, we don't need to load it, right? It doesn't need to be a whole thing, right? Right. So we're going to have scene here, right? And but that's different how the other one works. So we've got scene editor, right? But we are actually, no, wait. We're not editing. We're only deleting. So.
Here's a song about scientific. Musical note in the lab, we're making magic so scientific and fantastic. Mixing formulas with flair, potions bubbling everywhere. Got my goggles on, ready to explore. Equations dance across the floor. From atoms to galaxies, it's all so specific. Oh, the wonders of being scientific. Hypotheses and theories we test and refine, unraveling secrets one at a time. So grab your beakers and join the spree. Let's unlock the universe's mystery musical note. Microphone, hope you enjoyed my nerdy serenade. Nerd face.
Nerd face. That's a reason why not to do it like that, huh? Alright. Let's see what this is about. Let's see what happens this time. Okay. That's real good, Peter. Yeah, That's real good, Peter. All right, so this is going to be... I don't think it needs to be like that. This is not going to be that big. So we're going to just say it is a number. I'm going to say it's 500. And this is going to be a number. I'm going to say this 300. That's a good guess, co-pilot. It's a good guess. Let's see if you're right. No. No. I know what's wrong. Scene X. Scene Y. Scene width. Scene height. Ugh. Alright, so it needs to be like that. Wait, why is that like that? No, I don't like that. I want that. It needs to be much bigger. Yeah, that's better. That's correct. Correct. I'll never forget. I think I've told this story before, but it bears repeating. One time I was on a jury for a double murder trial. And it wasn't, when I say double murder, you should know, I don't mean two people were murdered. One person was murdered, but two people were on trial for the murder. And there were two juries, and each defendant had a separate jury, so we had to like shuffle in and out and shuffle in and out and shuffle in and out. And the defender of the guy that I was on the jury for was very like charismatic. Well, I don't know about charismatic. He's just a very like loud and boisterous character, right? And whenever he would ask a witness a question, he would say it like, and then this happened this way, correct? It always ended with correct. Very loud and like snap. And whenever I say the word correct, I always think of that guy. Think of that, like the way he did that. And it was funny because the guy, the defendant, he worked at Just Salad. That was his job. He worked at Just Salad. And I always thought of when the defender guy was saying correct, I always thought of like, I want him to ask the defendant where he works. And I wanted to ask, what do they do there? Where do you work? Just Salad. What do they make there? Just salad, correct? You work at Just Salad, correct? Yes. What do they make there? Just salad, correct? Yes. But he never did that. I was hoping he would do that. He never did that. But I always think about that. If you hear me tell this story, I won't give away the ending. Someday I'll tell that story and someone in chat will ask, well, what happened? And I will tell the rest of the story. But you got to come ask me. I'm not just going to give you that one. It was a crazy time, though. That was a crazy time. Going to the Brooklyn courthouse every day for a month. Well, over a month. It was a long time. And it was like right in the middle of MakerBot being absolutely fucking bananas. And I was like, well, I'm going to jury duty. Bye. They were not happy. But they were actually cool about it, though. They were pretty cool about it. I gotta be honest. They were pretty cool about it. All right, so now we got these things. Look at these things. Yay. Yay. Now, what needs to happen is how do I get from a input type equals file to a file API reference? That's a question. So let's see. What we're going to do is in here. And this is called this is called scene. No. Oh, and everything is going to go ape shit bananas haywire now. Now everything is going to be awful. You ready? You ready? It looks so good. Now it looks like doo-doo. It looks like doo-doo. Because I used IDs when I should be using classes. So profile editor, here's all the profile editor things. It's not that many, it's not too bad. So what we're gonna do is say, this is a editor label. And this is gonna be a editor div input. And this is gonna be an editor div, okay? And then up here, this is going to be a class of editor. Yes. And then over here, this will also be a class of editor. Okay. Now it will look less like doo-doo, is my hope. Looks good. All right, now what about you? Looks good. Although, why is that? What did you do, Ray? This was... Oh, shit. Wait. Reload. Does this say... Nope. Nope. Right. Well, I don't know why that would have mattered, actually. Reload. No, that's all. Oh, man, I had it so nice. I had to mess with it. All that, like, auto-tiling behavior, I'm going to have to redo all that later. But we don't need to do that right now. So this height, I don't know how that got messed up. It was, like, so tight and right. Let's see. All right, that's still needs to go further. 600? No, that cannot be correct. Pfft, look at that. On the number, on the money, 600. All right, 600 it is. Let's have 600. We love that. We love that for me. All right, so now this guy. All right, this is a little lower than that one though, right? Look at that and look at that. Which one's right? I think it's actually, they're both slightly wrong. This one needs to go up by 10 pixels, and this one needs to go down by 10 pixels, I think. I think that's what we need to do. So that would make this 610, and that would make this 240. Let's see what that looks like. That looks good. It needs a little more. That needs 5 more pixels. Ooh, my stomach is growling at me. It's like, what are you doing, bro? You should eat food. I don't want to eat food. I'm busy. Shut up, stomach. I'm busy. I'll eat later. That's still off by like a pixel, but I'm not going to mess with it because I like the round numbers and no one will notice the a pixel. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so now back to what we were saying. We need, right. What I was going to do was, right. Hang on. This is, okay. Now I'm back to where I was. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say, good question. All right, so var scene, this gets scene from editor. Yes. Yes. And then yes. Okay. And then yes. Okay. Fine. All right. And these go away. All right. And then get scene from editor and hand. Okay. So, I'm just going to put them at the bottom, you know? Like, I think I had that in a different order up there, and I'll refactor it later. All right. Okay. Is that correct? All right. All right, so let me save this. In the method get scene from editor, how can I get a file API reference from the input type equals file elements referenced in the form?
Here you go, just a little query selector magic to get those file inputs directly. Happy coding.
Oh, is that just like, it's just like, it just works? Is it just like, that's it? Like, I can just, that's the thing? I can just give that to the guy? No. All right. Let's look at this. All right. File objects are generally retrieved from a file list object returned as a result of users selecting files using the input element. Oh. Okay. I'm actually kind of shocked that it's that easy. You guys. Kind of shocked that it's that easy. All right. Look, bro. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I want to verify. Trust, but verify. So handle save scene, right? Okay. I'm not ready for all this to be what you say. I'm not ready for that. Okay. Console log scene audience video. That's what I want to see. And actually just console log the whole scene. Just log it. That's what I want to see. Okay? Okay. All right, so file, and then this, where am I gonna, I need videos. I need videos. And I'm doing this all on another machine. So I need the videos to be on this machine so that I can test, right? So we've got, let's come over here. And what we're going to do, we're going to come over here, we're going to go here, we're going to go Ubuntu. Yeah, we're going to go Ubuntu. Mount C, users, Justin. No. Wait. Oh. Okay, users. And I think it's actually PC, yeah, because this is a... You know, I did not build this box, and this is the first pre-built machine I've probably ever purchased in my entire life. Yeah. And the only reason why I got a pre-built machine was because I wanted to get a 4090 GPU, and you could not get them. You could not get them. You had to buy a machine to get one. So that's what I did. And I kind of want a 5090 now, but I'm not going to buy another machine. And I don't like the build. I don't like it. I wish I would have built it myself. I like my other machine, my streaming PC, is with a 3090, is my build. And I like it much better. It's a nice build. I'm happy with it. It looks good. It works well. I trust it. This machine over here, it works, but to say that I trust it, maybe not. All right, what am I we're gonna put this thing? I'm just gonna make direct temp. Okay, and then in here, I'm gonna SCP from Magic Missile. Yes. And then in Magic Missile source, RoarScore, POC, public, and I'm gonna get star.mp4 here. That's fine. These two files is fine. Okay? That's fine. upload, browse. And then I'm going to go, where's my user directory? Home. Can you just show me this? Too many things try to be too helpful. I'm telling you. Like, look, home. Just show me the whole. I don't want quick access. I don't want recent. I want the actual directory. This is Linux. This is not what I want. So now I gotta go like C, users, PC. It's dumb. Yeah. There, that's what I want. Good lord. Alright, so that's the audience video. That's the action video. And this is garbage in here. Hit save. That's what I wanted. Good lord. Alright, so what do we have in here? We've got an object. It's got 2 file objects. These look good. This looks good. Yeah, cool. Wow. It's fantastic, Pee-wee. Okay, so I thought this was going to be so much more work. Really come a long way. All right, so now we've got this, and then we can just upload it, right? Now, no progress here. Add file manager, manage, monitor upload progress. Okay. While uploading, the upload task may raise progress events in the state changed observer, such as running pause. Okay, I see. So does upload, so do I need to use upload bytes resumable? I don't really care. I'm not going to set up resuming, but maybe I should just do that because that's what's in here. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is going to be upload bytes resumable. Right? Is that the word? No, dude. Let's just copy this. Nah, dude. Nobody said yoink. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's only 10:30. I thought it was a lot later. No. Here. Ugh. Okay. So I need a reference to storage. Yes. I'm going to have to give these things names. Okay, well, each one has a type. So what we're going to do is back here. Handle delete profile now. Handle save profile. And we know this is going to be a new. This is always new. So we're going to say like this. We're going to get yes. So let me copy this. Okay. And I actually think this was in a try catch, yeah? Went way too far. Yeah, try catch. Okay. Yes. Do that. Do what you said. Fine. Okay. And this is going to be just this. And it's not in profiles. Oops. It's in scenes. Okay. Now we have an identifier. Okay. Okay. Yeah, actually go back to what you had there. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. I like that. Okay. Great. All of those are great. I love that for me. Thank you for writing that code for me. Okay. Except this is incorrect. See, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch what it's doing. It's, you know, it likes to tell you it knows what's up, but it doesn't always know what's up. And this is also incorrect. No, this is also incorrect. This is ref. This is ref. And this is going to be upload bytes resumable. Upload, yeah, that. And then let's go back over here, and this is the ref in the file, yes, and we get a task, and in that task we can do state changed, and then we can show progress. Okay. No. Oh god. All right. Oh, we're gonna have two tasks, right? So, oh, and do we want? Yeah, we can do them separate. We can wait. But I don't want. Yeah, actually, no. I don't want this. Wait. Go back over here. Yeah. So it's not awaiting here, right? Oh, that's super weird. Okay, so it's passing in 3 handlers. Oh, this is going to get real gross. This is going to get actually kind of messy. Right? So okay, so and is this a promise? Does this actually return a promise? It doesn't look like it actually returns a promise. It's like a promise, but it's not a promise, right? Can I see the reference? Firebase storage reference documentation. This is not what I want. This is what I want. Okay, and no, where? Okay, dude. Where is the? Interfaces? No. Start. Overview? What's funny is like you dig into the reference and now everything is very class and object based, right? And then like that all gets unpacked somewhere else. So when you dig in this hard, it's very difficult for you to figure out. Maybe it is storage reference that I need. Yes, this is what I need. Because this is where... No, I mean, I want that specific method.
Here's a joke about dead. Why don't programmers like
Upload
nature?
file
Because it has too many bugs. And just like bugs in code, they've been trying to kill them off forever, but they keep coming back to haunt us. Guess that's why they say some things never truly die. Winking face.
Winking face. And this is just back to here. All right. All right. So what's going to have to happen here? I think I'm going to call it here and come back to this in a bit because I need to like spend a little time pacing around and thinking about it. But what needs to happen here? Because this is not returning a promise, I don't think. And I can't get a proper reference to see what it says. It's returning something that looks kind of like a promise, but it's got 3 outcomes. It's got status, error, and complete. Right. And then what I'm going to need to do is take both of these and create a new promise that checks, or that, yeah, I don't even know how I'm going to do that. Are we sure that doesn't return a promise? Well, let's search for Firebase upload bytes resumable promise. Multiple files. Aha, yeah. So this returns a promise. So yeah, so what I want to do is abstract what's going on there, I think. I don't see where they're calling resolve or reject. They don't. This code is incorrect. That code is incorrect. Yeah, this is correct. This is correct. Okay. And then I can await. All right. So if I make an abstraction like this, and in this abstraction, I pass in the ID of the progress meter to update, right? Then I have that happening here, and then I reject and resolve, right? And then, yeah. All right. Okay. I think I'm still going to pause here. Call it a stream. I'll come back to this in a little bit later. And tomorrow, no stream because Ro's coming over. Unless I do a late, maybe I'll do a late one. We'll see. I did have fun today. It was fun. I had a good time. But I think it's time for me to like mosey. I got some other stuff to do today too. I got a call coming up, so. So if you don't see me tomorrow, you will probably see me Monday. So either way, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking. Thanks, Bobby, for your help today. And I will see you next time. Let's wait for Bobby's response.
Always here to drop a snarky comment or an unsolicited tip. Take care, enjoy your time with Rose, and remember, code will wait.